It's
Hey, what's good, fam? Sweet Tots, PowerSlap 19 coming at you. And we're starting off with a banger. We got the former champ, John the Machine Davis. Look at this. What are we doing here? Yeah. John, good to have you, brother.
Glad to be here, man. Appreciate y'all.
Okay. Who are we going up against? And how do we feel?
Stunt Marshall, and I feel great.
Yeah.
It's, again, you know, like we talked about not too long ago, this is rebirth of my career. So not that it's over, I plan on being done anytime soon, but it's different feelings. It reminds me very much so of the beginning, because I get to start over, and I get to build on top of everything I've already done, which at the beginning was we hadn't done anything yet. So there was all
Very first champ.
yeah, there was all of these milestones. I mean, we had to be able to get on TBS first. You know, mind you, I'm coming from before the public couldn't even know about us. We were a hidden secret in a dark room. So
coming James Bond.
yeah, exactly. Coming from, you know, behind the curtain and closed doors to now we have a 5-year deal at the Chelsea. Like, this shit's fucking wild.
That's crazy, man. It's funny. So when you came in, you got your belt out, you know, we see, and then you said, yeah, I've been lugging this around at airports the last 3 years. So I want to ask, like, is there any trippy story where you brought that out and their eyes got big? Like, what is this thing?
Quite a few times they've had to take it out and pull me aside to be like, what is this? And then once I explain, they get it. I'd say the trippier thing that happened was on the way back from Abu Dhabi. They almost took my workout bands. The guy pulled them out and was like, what are these? And I was like, for stretching. And like, I was like, I use them for, and then he had to call his supervisor over to make sure that I could put them back in my bag. I was like,
bungee cords?
yeah. I was like, that's why I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with these? I was like, bro, I paid $50 for this whole set. You're not keeping it.
Yeah. That's either a bomb or
yeah, exactly. Like we were, oh God, perfect time.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. So do you like, I am curious, like, do you have to break out your phone, like go to powerslap.com and like,
no, if people feel like looking it up, then they go ahead. Yeah, I usually let that do the explaining whenever I have to pull it out. I'm like, you see this thing? Yeah, like that'll answer all your questions by the time, and then, you know, the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's so funny, man. Yeah, you don't think about that. Like some people have like metal in their bodies. You just have metal around you.
Yeah.
God, yeah, dude. So we'll see if Stunt comes up to talk with us. I'm sure he will. But everything we've already talked about, it's going to come to fruition. We're going to find out how this match is going to go, but you got to feel like, you said it best, this is like a Phoenix moment for you. You got to feel so much redemption coming on here, so much adrenaline. Is that real?
Yeah, I'm the most calm and most uneasy at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The storm is brewing, but I know that I have to wait until that night to be able to let it go, because if I, you know, get a little too jumpy too early, I'm going to fuck everything up when it comes to letting out the alter ego, as I explained before.
Yes. So, do you feel like leading up to the match, is there anything that gets you more focused other than, this might be a weird question, but does something get you even more focused beyond your mentality? Is there like a quote that's in your head? Is there like a movie scene that's in your head? I'll give you an example. So a funny example is Joe Rogan, when they were doing this weight contest thing a few years back with like some of the comics, Tom and Bert and all that. He was working out so hard that he set the fire alarm off on the treadmill. And what he was watching was John Wick fight scenes on loop. Do you have a John Wick fight scene type thing going on to get you amped?
Sometimes, honestly, it's a lot of Dragon Ball Z.
Well, actually,
yeah. Like specifically when they're fighting Jiren and like everyone's fucking freaking out. Like, just give me a couple of good edits of that. I'm good to go.
Dude, that's awesome. Izzy, you hearing this?
Yeah. What's up, dog? What's up? We're both the same weight class. We can hang out. I'd love to learn from you. I'm not going to teach you very much, but
you can teach him.
Yeah.
I was expecting that answer. That's cool, man. That's cool. Do you feel, you kind of touched on it already, but despite what the noise is in the background, right? There's always haters in this sport and, you know, blah, 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 whatever. But the reality is we were at the Fontainebleau, and I think that had a couple thousand seats. It might have hit 3,000. I'm not sure. And we've just outgrown that. So we're going to a new venue, just signed a 5-6 year deal. The growth of the sport.
Yeah.
So despite the naysayers and all that, we're literally growing. Okay, it's not like, look, we're not at T-Mobile Arena, but dude, it's been 3 years and we've already had to find a bigger spot. So what do you see even in the next 12 months for the sport? We've got venues locked in, but as far as the audience goes, do you feel that growth when you're around different people, different cities, or on social media, things like that? Do you actually feel that growth as well, being a former champ?
Yeah, I'd say the fan base has grown, and you can tell, like you said, no matter what, there's always the haters and people talking shit in the comments. I've said this for the entire time I've been a part of this. Controversy is the name of the game. But for the positive side that has come from it now, from fans who are like, oh, hey, I love to see whoever back up there. Glad you're finally back up. Wondered where you were at. Or, when you're on a mean streak and you've got 3 wins in a row in a year, and you just constantly see those numbers coming in, because this is all a numbers game. I mean,
Absolutely.
you have the breakdown on your social media of what you're getting. Like, as soon as they announce that I'm back, I go from, 2,000 views a month, whatever,
Right.
to like 15, like that.
Real.
It just jumps instantaneously. And that was, the 2 weeks, 3 weeks before this. So I'm sure during this week it'll shoot up. Friday night, it's going to go one way or the other. No matter what, the views are going to shoot through the roof. And then you've got to, go back to normal life. Like, you see all those video clips of people like going from this to this.
Yeah.
That's the truth. I've lived that quite a few times.
Yeah, it's funny. I've learned so much. Almost every day I learn something new in the fight game. I was just a fan, and now we're like head deep in this portion of the fight game. And I see that and I hear that all the time, where it's such an adrenaline rush. I can't imagine how you felt defending the belt when there was a bigger audience and all that, and they put it around you, and then to go back to quote unquote normal life. How do you adjust? Do you have a system of calming down, or is it just these hard cuts?
See, yeah, it honestly, it kind of fucked me up
Actually,
for a while, because I became so obsessive with just maintaining it. And it's more so of something in my own head of me telling myself that like I said, told you the one day, but going on 10-mile runs. Like, was that shit necessary? No. Was I pushing myself as hard as I possibly could? Yes. That's what it came down to, was I had to find a way to try and feel that again. And then understanding that as time went on and dealing with certain things, that like there was no way to maintain that high that you feel. You can only chase the dragon so much until eventually you're out of dragon to chase. So, it's one of those things. It's like, it definitely took a toll, but I wouldn't have it any other way, because it was a learning experience.
Sure.
No one else, there was never going to be anybody to show me the way of how I was supposed to go about any of this.
That was going to be my next question. So you were actually on an island,
Yeah.
as far as like dealing with everything that comes with this.
Yeah, because I was just, I'm just trying, like we were talking about earlier, I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for connections, you've got people who think that I've just all of a sudden I'm, king shit on Turd Island.
For
And it's
sure.
like, hey man, can I have some money? Like, no, motherfucker, I still go to work. You can't have any money.
Is that so surreal?
Yeah.
Like, no, I still have a job.
Yeah.
I still have to do these things.
Yeah, like I still have a family to take care of, my own stuff to take care of, like bills to pay. I'm not going to just be out here like loaning people money for stuff. Like, if you go to the bank like I had to be able to do stuff.
Yeah, actually, man. Yeah. There is a stark reality to it all. Like, I can't remember the fighter who said it. It'll come to me, but even in the UFC, there's more fame than dollar. Like, even the guys that have a huge contracts or bigger contracts than other guys, it's just not what people think. Because I think, when you grow up and you see like Mike Tyson or whoever, Roy Jones Jr.,
Yeah.
I'm dating myself, but all these guys, and then you hear about all this money they made, and that's what you think. But now, because of the internet, the social media, you actually see that, like, oh, if he made 30 million that night, well, where was the fight at? Because you got to pay those state taxes.
Yep.
And then you got to pay your manager. You got to pay your trainer. Oh, and then what about all this nutrition? But, and it just goes dot, 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 dot. And you still end up with money, and it's still a passion. But I like the honesty of, it's not what you think. It's still an amazing ride, but no, go get your own job.
Yeah, like, just because you saw me sitting in a McLaren or a Lamborghini, like, those aren't mine. Those are what, luckily I've got friends and connections out here that were like, hey, let's work together and do some stuff. We got some cars to take pictures with. So it's like, I get all these cool ass experiences, which, mind you, like, after sitting in a Lamborghini, I was like, I don't know if I could drive this, because like getting in and out of here, I don't know how big dudes do it, because I'm not that fucking big. So getting in and out of there, I was just kind of like, wow, I could do this once. I'd rather go back to my 5.0 Mustang, but then again, that was many years ago in a Fox body where life was a whole lot different. But it's like the experiences that come with all of this, and like you said, the online persona that people think like, hey, You know, like I've had people be like, "Oh, you're big and famous now." Like, no, like to a certain extent, sure, but also I can walk into Walmart and I don't get mobbed. And not like these people in Hollywood or all that shit who can't go out in public and have to literally have separate cell phones and all that crazy shit. Like, it's nothing like that.
Yeah. And it's funny, in a way, that's probably best of both worlds, because
Yeah.
in this slap world, people, you're taking the photos, you're signing out, they want a photo with the belt, all that kind of shit. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, but, yeah, it's been a fun ride. It's going to continue to be. And I love your perspective, man, of like, I wouldn't be able to go overseas. I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for taking this chance. And as far as taking chances go, I mean, talk about it working out as much as it could.
From a 220-pound dude eating extra large cheese pizzas to be able to compete at heavyweight to first middleweight champion to now where we've, first night at the Chelsea for our new 5-year deal. So it's like, again, this shit's just crazy. Like I lived a crazy life before I ever got into PowerSlap, and it's currently, just as crazy in a multitude of ways.
Yeah, dude, I love that. Well, John, dude, you're going up there. It's coming down the pipeline. Any last words for any of this shit? Because after this interview, you probably have a few more, but like, it's go time. Anything you want to say to the people out there?
Go follow me and watch what the fuck's about to happen, because this shit's going to be wild. Whether I'm down and out or whether I'm standing there screaming, running around like a fucking maniac, this shit's going down.
I love it. Where can everyone follow you on social media?
John the Machine Davis all over, and then John Davis on Facebook.
All right. All right. Very good, man. So happy to finally do this in person. You know what I mean? It's good to see you.
Yes.
It's going down Friday night, PowerSlap 19. If you're not watching, you're not breathing. What are you doing? It's the most exciting, to the point, home run derby, whatever bullshit you want to call it, of the fight game. John, thanks for coming, brother.
Thank you.